Hi everyone, my name is Rain and this is my husband, Chano. We are currently living in the wonderful country of Ireland, but we love traveling to new places around the world and sharing our adventures. Welcome to our channel, Rain or Shine. Last March, we spent several days exploring the Peloponnese in Greece. We have shared in our previous episodes some of the most amazing places in this region, such as Mycenae, Epidauros, Argos, and Nafplio. We also showed the ancient city of Sparta, the Byzantine ruins of Mistras, and Monemvasia, one of the most beautiful Greek towns. Then we continued our escapade to the wonderful Mani Peninsula, where we enjoyed some of its hidden gems, Vathia, Limeni, and Githio. If you haven't seen those videos yet, links in the description box. This is the fourth and last episode of our Peloponnese travel series. Due to our limited time, we drove long distances in the last days of our trip, but we couldn't skip incredible destinations like Methoni, Olympia, Dimitsana, and Corinth. Watch until the end because we will show you how to experience these places, which you shouldn't miss when visiting the Peloponnese. Thank you for joining us. We arrived late to our accommodation for one night in the town of Finikounta. After checking in, we were already very tired, so we immediately prepared our things for the following day and went to sleep. The small village of Methoni is located in Messenia, at the southwestern part of the Peloponnese. Methoni is known for its historical castle, built by the Venetians in the 13th century in a strategic position protected by the sea on three of its sides. This stunning construction is one of the most important and beautiful fortress complexes in Greece. For Greek people, Methoni is also famous for its long line of soft, sandy beach and is a great getaway to enjoy clear, turquoise waters. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have much time to enjoy this jewel. It's absolutely worth it to spend more time in this area if you can, and visit other nearby towns like Koroni or the impressive Voidokilia beach. Before we headed towards our next location, we had a quick breakfast in a local shop that the owner of the accommodation recommended to us. They had great coffee, good food, and affordable prices. We just finished eating our breakfast and now we are on our way to Olympia. It's about a little bit more than 2 hours from Methoni. We just arrived in ancient Olympia and we parked our car. Now we are going inside and stay tuned because Chana and I are going to have some mini competition. Let's see who's gonna win. I'm gonna focus on this competition. Bye. Chano and I are very enthusiastic about fitness, so we were thrilled to be in the place where the first ancient Olympic Games were held. Archea Olympia is a small town in the region of Elis on the Peloponnese, famous for the archaeological site of the same name. During ancient times, competitions were held as a way to unite the Greeks. Today, the Olympics still transmits the same idea of unifying all nations through sport competitions. One of the most important sites in ancient Olympia is the Temple of Zeus, where the famous statue of the Greek god made by Phidias was located. This impressive 13-meter statue of Zeus was mainly made of cedar wood and covered with ivory and gold, and was decorated with precious metals and stones. It was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but sadly, the statue was believed to be destroyed by fire in the 5th century AD.
This is the gymnasium. It is one of the most important part of the sanctuary of Zeus. I feel very connected because I love sports, I love movement, so I am imagining how they were training and preparing for the competition. How I wish that women were also included in the ancient Olympics.
The name gymnasium is from the Greek term gymnos, which means naked or nude. Athletes competed nude to encourage aesthetic appreciation of the male body and to be a tribute to the gods. The ancient stadium of the archaeological site in ancient Olympia is another highlight in this trip. It was a holy place for the ancient Greeks, where all the sport activities were held dedicated to their god Zeus. Of course, our trip to the ancient Olympia won't be complete without doing our own competition.
Excuse me, Miss Rain Villa. Excuse me. Just one question before of the race. What do you have to say against all those people that say that you're gonna have a humiliant defeat today?
Well, all I can say is watch and learn.
Miss Rain, how did you feel after your defeat?
Well, it's fine. It's not easy to compete with the man, but I tried. I'm so proud that time has changed and now women can join the Olympics. Thousands of years ago, it was only men who joined the Olympics. Well, congratulations on your victory.
First.
After eating our lunch, our next location was Dimitsana, a charming mountain village located in Arcadia that is not very popular yet for foreign tourists. My husband found out about it from reading extensively about the Peloponnese. For what we have experienced, the village really deserves more recognition internationally.
This is the town where we are going to stay. Oh, so pretty.
Wow.
It's so beautiful.
As soon as we found a parking space inside the town, we searched for my husband's Blue Hour composition. This is the behind the scenes.
What do you think about it?
You know what?
It's stupid, isn't it?
checked in at our accommodation late at night, so I was only able to get outside view the following day. We love this accommodation because it is right in the middle of the town center. Ooh, it's working! Congratulations! We don't have a fireplace in my house in the Philippines because it's always summer. So now I have the privilege to do it here. See, I know how to use it. It's -2 degrees today. Dimitsana has pretty streets and stone buildings, like remarkable mansions, traditional houses, and beautiful churches, most of which are in great condition or now being restored. It was really a wonderful experience walking in the narrow streets surrounded by mountains. The town was very quiet and we felt like we're one of the locals. I've always wanted to do this. Oh! Of course, our visit to Dimitsana is not complete without trying some of their local treats. We bought traditional handmade delicacies. We only paid €260. Before leaving Arcadia, we drove to the Monastery of St. John the Baptist, one of the most interesting religious buildings in the Peloponnese. Also known as the Great Cave, it was built by monks into a big vertical rock overlooking Locious Gorge. Some of the monks still live in the monastery nowadays, but kindly open their house to visitors and pilgrims who come here to admire the peace and serenity of this recondite place. It slightly reminded us of the monasteries in Meteora that we visited in 2019.
We just finished visiting the Prodromos Monastery. That's the road to Dimitsana where we were before. And now we are heading to Corinth, last destination of our trip.
We were not expecting a very cold winter weather in Greece in March. Instead, we were dreaming about a lovely warm Mediterranean climate, but we had everything during our trip. And we even got a heavy snowstorm on our way from Dimitsana to Corinth.
This is my first real snowfall. I'm so happy. It's so beautiful.
Unfortunately, when we arrived to Acrocorinth, the archaeological site was already closing, so we took some videos and had a quick lunch at the restaurant next to the entrance. Acrocorinth was the acropolis of the powerful city of ancient Corinth. It was the last line of defense of southern Greece because it commanded the Isthmus of Corinth, controlling the entrance to the Peloponnese. Nowadays, most of the remaining buildings are part of the impressive defensive fortifications that were built through history by Greeks, Frankish, Venetians, and Ottomans. The Isthmus of Corinth is a narrow land bridge that connects the Peloponnese peninsula with the rest of mainland Greece. Despite some ancient Greek attempts to do a canal in the 6.3 kilometers isthmus in order to save boats sailing all around the Peloponnese, the Corinth Canal was only completed in 1893. Hence, the peninsula was transformed in an island, nowadays connected to mainland Greece by several bridges.
I've never seen something like this before. It's really impressive.
It's been a really very tiring day because we were mainly on the road. We had to drive for long hours from Dimitsana down to Corinth. There was an unexpected snowfall along the road, so we had to drive really careful and slow. And now we just checked in our hotel in Corinth. We're about to go out and eat our dinner. And then tomorrow we will visit the archaeological site of ancient Corinth before we drive back to Athens and go back to Dublin. Back to reality. But actually, traveling continuously for 8 long days is already very tiring for us. And we are the kind of travelers that like to walk around for the whole day, so it's really tiring. I guess the next time that we will visit Greece, we will just spend the whole week on the beach.
No.
I'm eating moussaka.
Finally, we couldn't find it anywhere.
It's delicious.
Corinth was one of the biggest and most important city-states of ancient Greece, located on the Isthmus, which connects mainland Greece with the Peloponnese. The ancient city of Corinth was a center of trade, had an important naval fleet, and its position between Sparta and Athens led it to participate in some of the most important Greek wars. The Romans destroyed Corinth in 146 BC, rebuilt the city, and made it the capital of their Greek province. Today, Corinth has both an ancient and a modern city, the last one located in the coast. From ancient Corinth, we can see the imponent Acrocorinth standing mightily over the fertile plains. The city was also famously visited by the Apostle Paul around 50 AD, and it is mentioned many times in the Bible. Even if the ancient city now lies in ruins, there are enough remains to justify a visit, including an interesting museum and its impressive temple dedicated to Apollo.
So that ends our 8-day trip in the Peloponnese. We have enjoyed its rich history, culture, delicious foods, beautiful coast, traditional towns, and friendly locals. This may not be the most famous part of Greece, but it's worth visiting this place. We hope to return to Greece soon because we love this country.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, keep exploring, rain or shine.